Come on up, Una. Used to being in the back there. All right, everybody. Apologies for the half-closed eyes here. Haven't gotten too much sleep. But what we have behind us right here is Team Tampa, a representative of the team that helped put this Super Bowl together. But we wanted to hold this news conference this morning to answer questions, but to mostly to say thank you. To say thank you to the Glazier family for putting that team together. Thank you to the Buccaneers for their performance, not only last night, but all season long. Thank you to the NFL for their partnership in putting on what I feel is the best Super Bowl under some of the most difficult circumstances that we've seen. All that I have received are positive feedback from visitors, from residents, and frankly from the NFL and the NFL commissioner on all of the events that we held along the Riverwalk, 2.7 miles, the pirate ship, the NFL experience, just everything, everyone working so well together. And in that, I want to thank the county, Hillsborough County, for their partnership. You know, this is a monumental event, and to be able to put it on successfully and make it look seamless takes so many individuals to get it done. So I thank not only our local partners, Hillsborough County, the city of Clearwater, city of St. Petersburg, but the state and the federal agencies as well. A lot of people, I was called the mayor of Tampa Bay several times this week. A lot of people see this region as a city, and I feel blessed to be viewed as Tampa Bay because Clearwater, St. Pete, and Tampa all have unique characteristics that are attractive around the world. And so we get to market all of those attributes and amenities as one. So very, very thankful for that. Now, history was made last night, not only by being the first team to play the Super Bowl in our own backyard, but to hoist that Lombardi trophy in our own backyard. And it could not have been a more exciting evening last night. But let's talk about something besides the game as well. The Forever 55 Legacy Program, $2 million that was invested in our community in programs and initiatives that will last for generations to come. Looking at issues like early education, food insecurity, looking at the environment, social justice, so many different issues that will be addressed and will have positive effects for our community and for our residents for generations to come. We're very excited about that. Tampa Bay rose to the challenge. As I said before, we were given this Super Bowl a couple of years ago. We're used to doing big events. There's only 3 other cities that have hosted 5 Super Bowls. And so we're used to doing this, and we're used to doing it well. So they throw us a pandemic right in the middle of it. It's nothing that we weren't able to handle and to handle safely. So we are very, very proud of the entire team to be able to do that in partnership with the NFL. Now, how did we keep it safe? The NFL kept the inside of the stadium safe by reducing the number of individuals that were able to go into the game. They also, the Glaziers and the Buccaneers, made the stadium excitement the same as if that entire stadium was full. They had cutouts in each of the seats. My partner Anna and I were seated among some of the healthcare workers and able to have conversations with them. And that was such an honor for me to talk to them and see the joy that they felt in being able to experience that Super Bowl in our own backyard. For them to be able to have that moment of joy when they have spent the last year fighting for our community against COVID-19. So it was absolutely wonderful to share that memory with them. The way that we tried to keep our community safe on the outside was through an outdoor mask ordinance in specific locations we knew large crowds were going to congregate in. We also communicated with everyone. By the time you got your plane landed at the airport, you were hearing a voice message from me talking about the mandate to wear masks and the importance of doing so. Everyone knows that simply wearing a mask dramatically reduces the spread of COVID-19. And I'm proud to say that the majority of individuals that I saw out and about enjoying the festivities associated with the Super Bowl were complying. They understood their level of personal responsibility and they were doing the right thing. So I'm very proud of that. I thank everyone who celebrated responsibly last night. I know that the media can always find examples of bad behavior, but we had literally tens of thousands of people come out to share in the excitement of the Super Bowl win, and the majority of them did it very, very peacefully and were able to feel like they were a part of the event. So again, I couldn't be more proud of our team right here, from the first responders, city attorney's office, convention center, Una Garvey, rolling everybody in and out of the convention center in a safe manner. Our parks and recreation, making sure that all of our venues were safe, they were all clean, and we literally, Tampa Bay was on the world stage last night, on the world stage. And this may not have been the economic boom that we wanted it to be if we hadn't had to do this during the pandemic, but everybody came together and ensured that the rest of the world got to see that we get to live in paradise. And again, incredibly proud of everyone who had a hand in making this successful, and very, very, very proud of our Tampa Bay Buccaneers for bringing it home, because now we are Title Town. All right, I'll answer any questions that you guys have.
Mayor, what's next for the celebration?
Well, we are in the process of planning that. You know, we can't have a historical event of this significance in our community and not celebrate. So we will do it in a safe manner, but that adds another element to the celebration as well. But we definitely have to celebrate this momentous occasion. We're in talks right now, so we're hoping that by tomorrow or Wednesday we should have more definitive information. Yes, that was unique. I'm not sure, you know, until we win the Stanley Cup again and again and again, that anybody will ever have as a unique a parade that we had for the Stanley Cup. Whenever the Stanley Cup comes in danger of falling in the river, you know you've done a unique celebration.
Mayor, I know that you said that the media can always find bad things, but you know, I did see pretty bad things on the street of Nashville last night.
Mm-hmm.
The celebration was great up to a point, and then it exceeded that point. And there's a two-part question to that. A, what do you think about what happened last night and the fact that you know, officers had to disperse really large crowds that were not wearing masks? And how do you have a celebration going forward when you know that people are going to come out like that?
First of all, we won't invite any of those individuals to the celebration. But as I said, you know, we had tens of thousands of people all over the city, downtown, out by the stadium, Ybor City, down here in Channelside, and very, very few incidents. So I'm proud of our community, but those few bad actors will be identified, and the Tampa Police Department will handle it.
So do you think that you can have a celebration? I mean, because there were scores of people who flooded the streets last night in Ybor, in Soho, down here in downtown. And again, I mean, from what I saw in the video that we have, they were not all wearing masks. So is it possible to have a celebration where you don't have, you know, the fear of the spread of the virus?
I I don't know that you'll ever not have to be concerned about that. It's always going to be a concern. But again, if we can get the majority of individuals wearing their masks, then we can tamp down and contain the spread of COVID-19. And the celebrations that you're referring to were spontaneous as a result of our win. Some people may not have known we were going to win. I said it from the beginning, so a lot of people didn't anticipate, and it was those are spontaneous. A planned parade will be a different event. Yes, that's difficult to do as well. You know that some of the mandates that we have in place are in contrast to some of the mandates that have come down from the state. So we are trying through our city attorney's office to be able to balance that as much as we can. But it all boils down to personal responsibility. We gave out over 200,000 masks. We communicated in every possible way that we could communicate. We reminded, we had 8,000 volunteers total for the Super Bowl, but we had volunteers and our city employees working throughout the community, handing out masks, reminding people to pull them up. A lot of people wear them down around their chin. So I think overall I'm happy with the compliance. I can't see how they could see that as a super spreader event. The stadium, I mean, everyone was spread out. Out afterwards? Well, you have that level of personal responsibility, and we didn't see those spikes after we won the Stanley Cup. So there just has to be that level of personal responsibility. You can supply everyone with a mask, advise them of the science behind it, and expect that they are going to abide by the mask order. Again, you're going to find a few that don't. The majority that I saw were wearing masks. Well, we won't have any of those numbers that quickly. I don't know the answer to that, but I don't think any. Well, we won't have increased from what we had during the Super Bowl. I believe there were 80 uniformed officers in the Ybor area, and just about that in Soho, a number of officers in the downtown area. So we feel that we covered it, and we will continue to do that with any of the celebrations that occur. I'm very proud of all of our first responders. I think that they did an incredible job and worked very, very hard to keep everybody safe. All right. In descending order, the number one, honestly, we haven't figured all of that out yet. But you know, outdoors, that decreases the risk of spread. So, you know, that's a check right there. And then the mask mandates, you know, all of the steps that we can take. But we're looking at what will be the best option to allow the most individuals to participate in the celebration and do it safely. It depends on the behavior. All right, thank you guys. Oh, you know, that's great. That is a great question because Chief of Staff John Bennett just brought that up this morning. Look at how clean the city is this morning after the celebration last night. So we're back to business down here in the city, minus a couple of the Super Bowl banners. But other than that, the city looks great. So thank you all very much. Much appreciated, and go Bucks! All right.